Personal log. It's 4 after 4 in the morning. Why the hell am I still up? It's about I was 7 after. Fuck it. It's July 8th, 2023. I got myself screwed up on the other time zone in the other video. Fuck it. I gotta put that in writing. I gotta mark that in writing. And we were trying to see Rosamond, California. How you doing? Yeah, fuck it. Anyway, I wake up. I already had about a few hours of sleep. Somewhat of working. Okay, fine. And then I get started on this mad search for YouTube just to see if there's anything else out there. I already know about the sanctimonious asshole in Florida trying to kill people left and right and didn't even realize it. Actually, he didn't care to realize it. Fucker goes to Iowa. It was reported in some of the news organizations out there that, yeah. It was reported in some of the news organizations out there that Sanctimonious had given theoretical help to Iowans who needed assistance with some kind of collapsed building. He was more than happy to help, sending people all the way from Florida to Iowa for it. And Iowa didn't even request any help. They're doing it fine. But Sanctimonious wants to show what kind of a good guy he is. Holy crap. Trying to out-Trump the Trump, huh? Oh, this is becoming worse and worse. I mean, I swear to God that when we actually had Trump in office, and for the first 2 years when we had the Republicans, theoretical Republicans, they're all Trumplicans during that time, and they couldn't get off their dead ass of getting laws passed left and right. They had control of the Congress. They even had control of the Senate. For the first 2 years, they couldn't get frickin' laws passed, but the executive orders to get rid of this and get rid of that and get rid of what had been done to, oh God, he just, old gasbag did everything else he could. And anybody else who was following his lead were drooling in their pants saying, how wonderful, how lucky we are. And the rest of the brainwashed Americans. What is with these people? I swear to God. I mean, I could go crazy with the language right now. I'm trying to keep it clean enough so Google and YouTube don't yank my ass on this one. Fuck it, doc, these assholes, I swear. And then we get the Congress Democratic controlled back in for the House of Representatives for the last 2 years, and we still made it hell for Trump. There was not one damn law that was passed. If there was, we'd be screwed over in that one. First 2 years, they had the opportunity, but they screwed it up. They had so many bills that they wanted to do, and nobody could get the majority votes during that time, during the House, not even during the Senate, because everybody else was on a free-for-all, much like they're doing it right now. First 2 years, actually last 2 years of President Biden's term, we got chaos and confusion happening. Republican-controlled House, a barely Democratic-controlled Senate. And we can't get the laws passed. The only damn thing we actually did pass is the debt ceiling being risen again. But to keep our country from going into default and everybody else having a conniption fit. And yet, Freedom Caucus and the supporters were having a conniption fit. They wanted America to go into default. Simply put, to blame Biden for everything. And they're still doing it. Blame him for this, blame him for that. Oh, let's drag poor Hillary Clinton into the damn thing. I mean, God, if it's one damn thing, it's another damn thing. I go onto YouTube, trying to get past all the national shit I've seen on CNN and MSNBC, and then progressive media is out there going crazy with their own damn shit, blaming both sides. Critical critiques, huh? Shit. They think they got the answers, but they ain't got the political clout. They only urge their own people to do the political clout. And what do we see? We see bullshit. Why? Because if the people were that motivated, if the people actually gave a shit about their own fucking country, where's the damn protest every single fucking day? Nowhere. Nowhere. Oh, if there was a shooting, may piss off a town or two. But are they pissed off enough about their damn elected officials to get them on recalls? Haven't got the process. I think California's the only state. Then again, I may be wrong. We did it. We tried to do it. We tried to get rid of Newsom. Unfortunately, I voted with the recall because I wasn't quite sure if he was up to task. I didn't give him the benefit of the doubt. It's like the same damn thing with Gray Davis. At least I gave the guy a benefit of the doubt. At least he was trying during that time. And Schwarzenegger got into it. He threw his hat in the race. Everyone's liked Schwarzenegger, so therefore we had 8 years of fucked up. I liked his acting. I didn't like his damn politics. Now he's trying to be political more. Trying to save his own reputation, I guess. I got to give it to the guy. He cares. The problem is his economics sucked. But he tried. So I think I'm going to give it to him. Still liked his acting a long time ago when I was in that kind of a mindset and I was a lot younger watching Schwarzenegger in his movies. These days. And if it was ever gone through the constitutional process of having an amendment put into the office where it would have changed the... Hold on a second. Ugh. Sometimes I have to get this damn thing looked at. We have a clause in the Constitution that prevents anybody foreign born and not U.S. born of running for the office of President of the United States. America almost came that close of getting an amendment made. The popular opinion and the popular voting would have been there for it. Of having a foreign-born person take charge of the country. We didn't allow this damn shit to happen over 240 years ago because of the political climate back then. It was a hell of a lot different during that time. And these days, it's scarier because then we get a foreign operative into our country, into our government system, taking over the charge of us, United States. What scared the hell out of people is whether or not if the foreign-born agent who would actually become the President of the United States, would they be aligned with our enemies or our allies? We almost had that. Gasbag was in, old number 45. He wasn't foreign-born. He was, unfortunately, was born out of a gutter. Yeah, I know that's slander right there. Okay, mentally he was born in a gutter. Physically he was born somewhere else. But he's still gutter. He's still a private citizen, so he's not official government, is he? No, but I don't like him anyway. I'm a libtard. I'm a libtard. I say that. I slander myself. What else do they want from me? My blood? My life? I haven't got any money for them. Oh well. Slander your character. I can slander my own damn character all the time I want. I'm a fool. I'm an idiot. I'm an asshole. Deal with that one. But getting back to whatever the hell I was saying when I went off on a damn tangent, I almost forgot what the hell I was talking about at this point over here. I should have note cards for this damn shit. But then again, then old Gasbag did that too. Was he going to be signing a law? I mean, if they actually did pass one and never did. I mean, they had the control of the Senate, they had the control of the House. For the first 2 years, they could have passed that damn constitutional law amendment in their process, changing the requirements of who can run for president. They fucked up on that one. Boy, did they fuck up on that one. So now they can't get that shit going. Even if they had that going through the system there. And having a state governor declaring that if you are a different sovereignty, you're not a citizen here, and therefore you're not legal. Therefore, you got to get the hell out of here. Are we going to be doing that to tourist dollars at this point over here? Want to come over to the United States for a cruise or Disneyland? Oh my God! God help Disneyland on that one, or actually Walt Disney for that matter. Walt Disney Enterprises. Oh boy, that's a lot of shit going on. You know, that's just incredible. And other states are trying to be more and more restrictive on their own rights and people's rights that affect commerce left and right. But you don't think we have a Congress that cares about that one? No. We're going screaming and yelling because Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene had a cat fight a few weeks back. But we want to get rid of Biden. You guys keep forgetting something, you dumbass ladies. President, Vice President, and then you got the Speaker of the House. Did you want McCarthy to become president? Did anybody figure this shit out in the first place? My God, even the reporters, the legal scholars can't even figure this shit out. I haven't heard one peep, and not even one clip out there, indicating that if you get rid of President Biden at this point over here, you got Vice President Kamala Harris, a Democrat from California, stepping into the plate. Are you going to get rid of her too? Oh no, they want to get rid of Merrick Garland because he's part of the DOJ. He's part of the problem. But we got to do something about Biden. We have to put up a bill in there to get rid of Biden. You dumb. Then you got to go after Harris, and Harris is not going down without a fight. And then you got McCarthy. You guys don't like McCarthy. He had to sell his soul just to get the speakership, and he damn near did. I think he did. I think he sold his soul for the damn shit. And now he's regretting the living crap out of it. And now it's coming to the point where he's going to be out the door. And the son of a bitch represents my territory. A useless piece of garbage. My town voted him in. I didn't. My whole county of Kern County, California voted the son of a bitch in. I didn't. I may be one of the few people that really didn't like his ugly ass. But everybody else supported and loved his asshole. For what? What the fuck did he do for us? Not a goddamn thing. Sorry, Lord Almighty. I'm on a tangent right now. There's no excuse for it. Put that on public record. Because I've seen how these assholes work and play. Me chewing up their faces left and right doesn't exactly help me very much. But man, I really don't like these assholes. Now, politics games has gotten a hell of a lot worse these days. It used to be a little bit more civilized. As I heard from the elder guard of the journalistic areas, and not to mention the legal scholars who used to be in the media and also out there. They understood what it was back then in the 20th century, the latter half of the 20th century, compared to this gaggle we got right now. And they don't even understand what the hell's going on. The younger kids who hadn't been through that shit but only seeing this shit happening here, they got an issue about it. But the Trumplicans don't want the kids. They want the older adults because they think they can get the votes in. Dumb bastards. Oh my God, people are so fucking ignorant and stupid, I swear. They are. You can go to a library. Oh, I'm sorry. Is the library too woke for you? Too liberal for you? Somebody donates books and you can't touch it because what? They're contaminated with something? Therefore, you have to go to different district places left and right and scream and yell at people because they got the books you don't like. Oh my God, the language, the pictures, the description of the damn thing. The Bible is so much evil. Wait a second, we're talking about the Holy Bible. It's evil because it's got all this stuff in there. Yeah. And we're supposed to be holier than thou and follow the damn the Holy Bible at this point? In which particular version of it? So now we're screwed up on ourselves on that one, didn't we? Utah passes the law. concerning about book banning, and they get the Bible put on there. They reviewed it first, found it, yeah, it went against the law. Then they pulled it out, and then somebody else had to put a repeal in it. They said, no, 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 we got to put the Bible back over there because we need something moral with all of its frickin' flaws. So there's your legal case. If the Bible, which is also part of of everything else the law of Utah had banned, what about the rest of the books? Why is the Bible held an exception? It should have been the case. It should have been the one that takes the law out if they actually passed it through the law through the Supreme Courts of their state. And that should have been brought up to the Supreme Court. But then again, we got a conservative judgeship in the SCOTUS and the federal court systems. Oy vey. Is it going to be illegal for me to for me to continue doing the videos, and is it going to be illegal for me to say anything else? I mean, concerning about the private companies, they haven't passed any laws in Congress, and no president signed it to where the telecos are going to be under the scrutiny of the federal government because of the way the federal government has to look at the telecos. Are we going to be looking at them as a company? Thank you, Citizen Joe, for that shit. Or we're going to be looking at them as people. Again, thank you, Citizen Joe, for that shit. And for other court cases that actually prevented companies to be federally regulated. Oh, I'm sorry, we need to have cooperation of the House, of both chambers in the House and the Senate to pass laws like that. Oh my God, that's going to be a Herculean task because we're all fucked up in there, both parties right now. Shit. But we want to go against woke. Whatever the fuck that shit is in the first place. Nobody knows what the fuck woke is. They can't even define it. Even the regular people who have been force-fed this damn bullshit, they don't even know what the hell they're eating up. Brain dead idiots. I swear to God, they don't even fucking do the damn research. I swear to God. Just, oh, I got a problem with the United States. Okay, I got a problem with the generation here and now. And not to mention the previous generation that didn't know their ass but a hot rock. At least they tried to understand what patriotism was back in the 40s, especially when they saw the shit happening and they took action. And then we saw police actions, and then we saw mistakes being made left and right because of people in power too long. Now let's talk about whether or not we need to get a term limit on the SCOTUS. Now, either they can retire or be killed off. I say that because if their body happens to quit on them, that's one way of getting out of there. Or they resign. They take the paperwork, they fill out the paperwork out, they get the hell out of there. Take a golden parachute, and they're going to be writing legal papers left and right. Try to go to university and teach. Or maybe do a law firm. Something that continues with what they're doing. Yeah, I know, I'm itching and just try to get some stuff up on damn ear here. It's gross, it's disgusting. Medical condition I still have to get taken care of. Seborrhea and psoriasis going on. It's a constant basis. But if I don't take care of this damn thing, it's going to be one way or another going to be affecting my health. Gee, what a concept is that. The things happening in America right now, happening in our congressional districts left and right. If we don't take care of them, what happens to us? Oh boy, we're in trouble now, aren't we? So, but hey, I'm not telling America what to do. I'm not telling America what to do. I'm just saying my piece. I'm just saying my piece. I'm not forcing my viewpoints down people's throats. I'm not telling them that if you're us, you're them. Because already I think they're dumber than dog shit. And if they don't bother to do anything, well, they're stuck with it. Stupid is, stupid as is something that Forrest Gump would say. Well, if what they would say in the 12-step programs, if nothing happens, then nothing happens. Actions speak louder than words. But apparently, what kind of actions are we going to be taking at this point over here to take care of us in the first place? I'm not saying a word on it. I'm just revealing my own damn observations, my own damn stupidity, my own damn foolish idiot things to say to people. Because, what the hell do I know? I'm not as old as time, but sometimes I feel like I'm older than Methuselah, which would tell me something. Tells me that we still are a growing country and we still don't know our ass from a hot rock, and that we're in trouble. But don't mind us, we're just going downhill because everybody else is doing the same damn thing. You'd think somebody would actually have the guts to stop and or trying to get out of the damn mob that keeps going over the damn cliff. Try to make sense out of everything and either find a way to stop the people or yank a few of them out of there to educate them a bit. No, we're all going over the cliff. We're screaming and yelling and blaming everybody else and trying to climb on everybody else as we're going down, and whoops, that's a bunch of bones and bodies and stuff like that being piled up. Perhaps we're waiting for the pile to be sufficiently high enough to where we get a nice cushioned landing. Or not. Well, we don't want to learn anything. We might as well be ignorant as hell, and ignorance is bliss, so might as well be blissful as we're going down, screaming and yelling our heads off, while our country values everything else we held in value just, ah! Some things we can't even talk about without the zeros and ones going ape on this one. I suppose this video is going to be one of them anyway. Speaking of which, how would you like being in a state that actually forbid life one way or another? I'm not talking about the abortion either. I'm talking about a biological terror that hit us a long time ago. But we're still feeling the after effects of it. And for whatever uh, methods we could do to prevent massive stupidity, apparently the government in charge felt otherwise. Oh yes, and of the um, how many of the crematoriums were busy puffing out pollution? How many of the gravestones were being used? If they weren't getting sucked under one way or another, hey, maybe we can get a sinkhole in there somewhere. Lots of limestone, a lot of dissolvable minerals in the state of Florida. Maybe if they get enough, maybe they'll go under, get covered under by the Atlantic Ocean. What do you think? And by the Caribbean. Yeah, the way geology works those days, who knows? But they almost did self-extermination. Florida did, and they're still doing it, exterminating the mind and the body and the soul, and curtailing everybody. Hell of a world we live in. Fuck. But hey, who am I to say? Who am I to say? I'm just a guy mouthing off. I'm just a guy mouthing off stuff that I may or may not know things, but people may not appreciate it either. So I'm going to just continue on with my own logs. I'm going to continue on with my own journals. And people like them. People don't want to like them. That's their business. If they want to subscribe, they'll subscribe. If they don't, that's okay. My own memories are my own memories, and I'm sharing to myself and to posterity at this point. So when the point I pass away, and I'm not looking forward to it at all. I like breathing. I like life. still like to live a little bit longer and do something. But the things I'm doing is reacting more and more to people's gas bagging left and right. So, yeah, here's the gas bags.